In a shocking turn that's sending the rap world into chaos, Lil Durk has reportedly been exposed in a secret OTF audio that has fans and critics alike questioning everything they thought they knew about the Chicago rapper. The clip, which surfaced online without warning, contains conversations and revelations that have left social media ablaze, sparking debates, speculation, and outrage across multiple platforms. Fans are sharing, dissecting, and replaying the audio, trying to piece together exactly what was said, while detractors are using it to criticize Durk and his affiliations. The leak has created a firestorm that extends beyond just music. It touches on street credibility, loyalty, and the inner workings of OTF, one of Chicago's most talked about collectives. For Lil Durk, this is more than just an embarrassing leak. The audio has the potential to impact his public image, relationships, and even the trust between him and his peers. In hip-hop culture, loyalty, reputation, and transparency hold immense weight, and any perceived slip-up or disclosure can trigger backlash from fans and insiders alike. The content of the audio, which reportedly contains sensitive discussions and personal details, has fueled speculation about internal conflicts, industry tensions, and street politics that fans rarely get to hear firsthand. Social media has erupted as clips, screenshots, and reactions circulate at lightning speed. Twitter threads are analyzing every word, while TikTok videos break down the audio line by line, often adding context, commentary, or interpretation. Fans are polarized. Some defend Durk, claiming the clip is edited or misleading, while others insist it exposes truths that have long been rumored behind the scenes. Memes, reactions, and debates about authenticity, credibility, and loyalty dominate conversations across platforms, ensuring that this story isn't going anywhere soon. Meanwhile, the fallout has begun reaching the broader hip-hop community. Fellow artists, industry insiders, and OTF affiliates are being questioned about the leak, adding pressure to maintain unity and manage public perception. Collaborations, appearances, and partnerships may now be scrutinized in light of the audio, forcing Durk and his team to respond strategically. Every move is being analyzed, from interviews to social media posts, as fans and critics attempt to determine whether trust has been broken and how this might reshape the dynamics within the collective. As this revelation continues to dominate headlines, one thing is clear. The Lil Durk secret audio has set off a chain reaction that will reverberate throughout Chicago rap and beyond. It challenges perceptions of loyalty, exposes behind-the-scenes conversations, and raises questions about what fans truly know about the artists they follow. With the story still unfolding, the rap world is on high alert, and every new clip or reaction only adds fuel to the fire. The coming days and weeks promise intense discussion, speculation, and potentially dramatic shifts in relationships, reputations, and the way fans engage with one of Chicago's most influential rappers. The release of the secret OTF audio featuring Lil Durk has thrown the hip-hop world into a frenzy, leaving fans, industry insiders, and casual observers scrambling to process what was heard. The clip, leaked unexpectedly, allegedly captures conversations that were never meant for public consumption, revealing insights into Durk's inner circle, affiliations, and the dynamics within the OTF collective. From the moment it surfaced online, the audio sparked immediate debate, with fans dissecting every word, phrase, and tone. Social media platforms erupted with discussions, theories, and reactions as listeners tried to make sense of the content. The leak has raised questions about loyalty, street credibility, and transparency, and has even prompted speculation about future conflicts or alliances within the Chicago rap scene. In a world where reputation is currency, the potential fallout from this audio could impact Durk's career and relationships on multiple levels. For Lil Durk, the implications of this leak go far beyond embarrassment. As one of Chicago's most influential rappers and a leading figure in OTF, his reputation relies heavily on trust, credibility, and authenticity. In hip-hop culture, perceived disloyalty or unguarded statements can carry significant consequences, both in the streets and in the industry. The content of the audio reportedly contains sensitive discussions about personal experiences, industry dealings, and interactions with peers that fans rarely get to hear firsthand. While some listeners may dismiss parts of the conversation as exaggerated or misinterpreted, others are treating the audio as confirmation of long-standing rumors, intensifying the scrutiny surrounding Durk and his crew. Social media has played a crucial role in amplifying the controversy. Twitter threads analyzing the audio line by line have gone viral, with fans debating the meaning and implications of each statement. TikTok creators have uploaded reaction videos, breaking down clips and offering interpretations, sometimes adding context based on past events or insider knowledge. Instagram pages dedicated to Chicago rap news have posted snippets of the audio alongside commentary, fueling speculation about internal conflicts, industry politics, and street credibility. The viral nature of the leak has ensured that the story reached audiences far beyond Durk's core fan base, drawing in casual listeners, critics, and media outlets eager to cover the drama. The impact of the leak has extended into Durk's professional relationships as well. Fellow artists, collaborators, and industry insiders are now under scrutiny, with observers attempting to discern their responses to the revelations in the audio. Partnerships and collaborations could be affected depending on how the content is interpreted. Within OTF, loyalty and trust are paramount, and the leak has the potential to strain relationships among members or shift dynamics within the group. Fans are watching closely, analyzing body language, public statements, and social media activity for signs of tension or support. Each new post, comment, or appearance adds fuel to the speculation surrounding the leak. The content of the audio has sparked conversations not only about Lil Durk, but also about the broader culture of loyalty and trust in the rap industry. Hip-hop has long emphasized the importance of authenticity, credibility, and street intelligence, and unguarded statements can quickly become points of contention. For fans, the audio offers a rare glimpse into the inner workings of one of Chicago's most talked-about collectives, providing context for past behavior, decisions, and alliances. While some listeners see it as an unfiltered truth, others caution that leaks are often taken out of context or edited, and that public reaction should be measured rather than reactive. Industry analysts and commentators have weighed in, emphasizing the delicate balance between the emotional and psychological impact of the leak cannot be understated. Being exposed in such a way can create stress, tension, and mistrust, particularly when the content involves private conversations with friends, collaborators, or associates. Durk and those around him are now navigating a landscape filled with speculation, judgment, and scrutiny. The pressure to respond appropriately, protect relationships, and maintain credibility adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. At the heart of this controversy is a fundamental question about transparency and loyalty. How much should be shared with the public? And what are the consequences of private word becoming public? The audio has thrust these questions into the spotlight, forcing fans, artists, and industry insiders to grapple with the challenges of trust, credibility, and personal expression in a hyper-connected world. It underscores the risks that come with being a high-profile figure in modern hip-hop, where influence is enormous but scrutiny is relentless. By the end of this first phase, it is clear that the leak has not only revealed information about Lil Durk and OTF, but has also ignited a broader conversation about accountability, credibility, and the stakes of public exposure. The story continues to evolve, with fans, analysts, and insiders all trying to understand the implications of the audio and what it means for the future of Durk, OTF, and the Chicago rap scene. The next phase of this saga promises more revelations, reactions, and consequences that could redefine relationships, reputation, and perception within one of hip-hop's most influential collectives. The fallout from the leaked OTF audio featuring Lil Durk continued to escalate, sending shockwaves throughout the hip-hop community and beyond. As fans dissected every word of the clip, social media became the epicenter of speculation, analysis, and heated debate. Twitter threads broke down the audio line by line, while TikTok creators uploaded reaction videos, often with context based on past incidents, industry gossip, and insider knowledge. Instagram pages and hip-hop news outlets posted snippets with commentary, ensuring the leak reached a massive audience almost instantly. With so many eyes on every word, Durk faced an unprecedented level of scrutiny, where interpretation often mattered more than intent. The audio had not only revealed private conversations but also exposed dynamics within OTF, raising questions about loyalty, trust, and internal conflicts that fans rarely get to see. For Lil Durk, the leak posed a significant professional and personal challenge. Beyond the embarrassment of having private discussions become public, there was the potential impact on his career, reputation, and relationships with peers and collaborators. In hip-hop, loyalty and street credibility carry immense weight, and any perceived betrayal or controversial statement can spark serious backlash. The content of the audio, which reportedly touched on sensitive topics, made fans question alliances, past decisions, and even future collaborations. Durk's response, or lack thereof, was being closely monitored, with fans interpreting every post, comment, or public appearance as a possible reaction to the controversy. Social media played a double-edged role in amplifying the situation. While the leak itself created chaos, platforms also became a space where Durk could attempt to manage perception. Carefully crafted posts, subtle nods to his crew, and strategic public appearances allowed him to address the controversy without explicitly commenting on every detail of the audio. Meanwhile, fans and critics debated the authenticity and interpretation of the clip, with some insisting it confirmed rumors and others arguing it was manipulated or taken out of context. The speed at which the audio spread highlighted the challenges artists face in controlling their narrative in a digital age where virality is instant and misinformation spreads just as quickly as verified facts. Within OTF, the leak created palpable tension. Members of the collective were under pressure to respond, maintain unity, and navigate the fallout without causing additional friction. Loyalty, a central value in both street culture and hip-hop communities, was being tested publicly. Fans and insiders speculated about possible rifts, power struggles, or disagreements that the audio seemed to suggest. Every public statement, collaboration, or social media interaction was now scrutinized for hidden meaning or confirmation of perceived conflicts. For the group, managing internal dynamics while addressing external scrutiny became a delicate balancing act, one that could influence their long-term cohesion and public image. Industry professionals and analysts weighed in on the significance of the leak. Many emphasized that private conversations often carry unintended consequences when made public, and that high-profile figures like Durk must operate under the assumption that anything could be exposed. Commentary focused on how this incident illustrates the modern landscape of hip-hop, where reputation is intertwined with digital visibility, and even casual statements can affect both career trajectory and public perception. For Durk, the situation underscored the importance of strategic thinking, media management, and careful consideration of every word spoken in public or private settings. The content of the audio also reignited debates among fans about authenticity, credibility, and the inner workings of rap collectives. While some listeners were captivated by the insider perspective it provided, others cautioned that leaks often tell only part of the story. The incident highlighted the tension between transparency and privacy, especially in a genre where street credibility, trust, and loyalty are paramount. Fans debated whether Durk's words reflected true intentions, casual conversation, or misinterpretation amplified by social media algorithms hungry for engagement and controversy. Emotionally, the situation placed immense strain on Lil Durk and those around him. Dealing with public scrutiny, speculation, and backlash requires resilience, particularly when the content involves personal relationships and sensitive matters. The pressure to respond appropriately, protect his reputation, and maintain his professional obligations created a complex psychological landscape. For collaborators, managers, and close associates, navigating the tension between public perception and private loyalty became an equally challenging task, highlighting the broader pressures faced by high-profile artists in the modern music industry. The leaked audio also revealed the impact of virality in shaping narratives. Once private words enter the public sphere, controlling interpretation becomes nearly impossible. Fans, critics, and media outlets collectively shaped the story, and the original context can easily be lost. This dynamic underscored the power of social media as both a tool and a hazard for public figures. Durk's ability to manage the narrative through careful communication, timing, and engagement would be critical in mitigating long-term damage and preserving credibility. As this phase of the controversy unfolded, it became evident that the leak was more than just a sensational moment. It was a pivotal event with the potential to influence relationships, career opportunities, and fan perception for years to come. The combination of sensitive content, high-profile visibility, and social media amplification created a scenario in which every word mattered, and every reaction could alter public opinion. For fans and observers, the story offered a rare glimpse into the internal dynamics of one of Chicago's most influential rap collectives, providing context that few had ever been privy to. Ultimately, the leak underscored the challenges faced by artists operating at the intersection of street credibility, digital culture, and mass media scrutiny. For Lil Durk, it was a test of resilience, strategic thinking, and reputation management, and the coming weeks would determine how effectively he could navigate the fallout. Fans, insiders, and critics alike were now watching closely, anticipating reactions, statements, and potential consequences that could reshape both his personal narrative and the perception of OTF as a collective. The fallout from Lil Durk's leaked OTF audio continued to spiral, capturing the attention of the hip-hop community and media alike. By now, the situation had moved beyond casual speculation. It was a full-blown examination of trust, loyalty, and influence within one of Chicago's most prominent rap collectives. Fans dissected every word, tone, and inflection, trying to determine the authenticity of the conversation and what it revealed about Durk's relationships both inside and outside OTF. Social media amplified the discussion, creating an environment where opinion often outweighed fact, and every snippet of information was shared, reinterpreted, and debated endlessly. The audio had become a lens through which the collective's internal dynamics, decision-making, and hierarchy were being analyzed in real time, raising questions about the stability and unity of OTF. For Lil Durk, the leak presented multifaceted challenges. Professionally, it threatened to alter public perception, damage collaborations, and strain industry relationships. In hip-hop culture, credibility is paramount. The perception of loyalty, authenticity, and discretion often defines a rapper's standing. The content of the audio, which reportedly included discussions about affiliations, past incidents, and personal reflections, put Durk under unprecedented scrutiny. Fans and critics debated whether the conversations reflected genuine intentions, casual remarks, or potentially problematic disclosures. Each interpretation had the power to influence both street credibility and industry standing, demonstrating the delicate balance public figures must maintain between openness and caution. Within OTF, the leak created a tense atmosphere. The collective is known for its tight-knit structure, where trust and loyalty are foundational values. Exposure of internal conversations not meant for public ears could create uncertainty, misunderstandings, or even friction among members. Observers speculated about potential rifts, questioning whether disagreements hinted at deeper issues, or if the audio merely captured routine discussion without malicious intent. The situation forced OTF to navigate public scrutiny while managing internal dynamics carefully, highlighting the challenge of balancing transparency with privacy. Each public statement or social media post from members became a focal point for speculation, further complicating the group's efforts to maintain cohesion. The role of social media in this controversy cannot be overstated. Platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok became arenas for analysis, debate, and rumor-mongering. Fans created threads dissecting every line of the audio, while influencers produced reaction videos offering interpretations, context, and commentary. Memes and clips spread rapidly, often exaggerating certain points or presenting partial narratives. The virality of the leak demonstrated the power and unpredictability of digital culture. A private conversation could instantly become a topic of national discussion, influencing public opinion before the individuals involved had a chance to respond fully. Managing perception in this environment became as critical as addressing the content of the audio itself. Industry observers also weighed in, noting the broader implications for both Durk and hip-hop commentary in general. Analysts highlighted that public figures, particularly in music, are increasingly vulnerable to scrutiny in an era of instantaneous virality. Private words can quickly shape public narratives, and even carefully guarded reputations can be destabilized in hours. The situation emphasized the importance of strategic media engagement, legal awareness, and crisis management for artists who operate under constant public observation. Durk's ability to navigate these challenges could determine not only the short-term fallout, but also long-term credibility within the industry. The content of the audio sparked debates about authenticity, accountability, and loyalty. Hip-hop fans have long valued transparency, street intelligence, and the ability to maintain trust within a collective or crew. The leaked conversations gave listeners a rare glimpse into OTF's internal operations, decision-making, and relationships, offering context for past behavior and rumored alliances. Some fans interpreted the audio as confirmation of long-standing rumors, while others cautioned that leaks are often edited, misrepresented, or decontextualized. The tension between public curiosity and the potential for misinterpretation fueled ongoing discussion, ensuring the story remained relevant in the community. Emotionally, the situation created intense pressure for Durk and those closest to him. The leak not only challenged personal relationships within OTF, but also subjected him to public scrutiny that could affect mental health, decision-making, and overall well-being. Collaborators, managers, and associates were also forced to navigate the fallout, balancing loyalty with public perception while protecting professional interests. The emotional toll of managing trust, reputation, and public image in real time underscored the high stakes of being a prominent figure in modern hip-hop culture. The leak also raised critical questions about the responsibilities of individuals in high-profile collectives. While private conversations are meant to stay within a trusted circle, the reality of modern digital media means that exposure is always a possibility. The incident illustrated the need for awareness, discretion, and strategic communication, even in seemingly secure environments. For Durk and OTF, the challenge lay in maintaining credibility, loyalty, and unity while navigating an unpredictable and often hostile public landscape. This phase of the controversy highlighted the broader cultural impact of the leak. Beyond Durk and OTF, the situation prompted discussions about media responsibility, public perception, and the balance between authenticity and discretion. Fans debated the ethics of consuming leaked content, while analysts questioned the implications of private conversations shaping public narratives. The controversy underscored how reputations in hip-hop are constantly negotiated, shaped not only by actions and words, but also by interpretation and dissemination in the digital age. By the end of this stage, it was clear that the leaked OTF audio was more than just a sensational moment. It represented a complex intersection of loyalty, credibility, digital media, and public scrutiny. Lil Durk's responses, OTF's internal management, and fan engagement would all play critical roles in determining the long-term impact of the leak. The controversy had become a defining moment, revealing the delicate dynamics that govern high-profile hip-hop collectives and the challenges of navigating reputation, trust, and influence in a hyper-connected world. The leaked OTF audio featuring Lil Durk had by now become more than just a viral sensation. It had evolved into a serious cultural moment with implications for the rapper, his collective, and the broader Chicago hip-hop scene. What initially appeared to be a private conversation had unleashed a wave of speculation, debate, and analysis that showed no signs of slowing down. Social media users dissected every phrase, gesture, and inflection, turning the audio into a public spectacle that highlighted the challenges of privacy, loyalty, and reputation in the modern music industry. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok became arenas for debate as influencers, fans, and casual observers weighed in on the potential ramifications. In a matter of hours, a private moment became a defining public narrative, putting Durk and his associates under intense scrutiny and forcing them to navigate an environment where perception could matter as much as reality. For Lil Durk, the stakes were higher than ever. Beyond the immediate embarrassment of having private conversations revealed, the leak had the potential to impact his career trajectory, relationships with collaborators, and standing within OTF. In hip-hop, credibility and loyalty are central to an artist's reputation, and any perceived misstep can be magnified exponentially. The content of the audio, which reportedly touched on sensitive personal and professional topics, placed Durk in a situation where every action and response was being closely monitored. Fans speculated endlessly about what the clip meant for his relationships, both within the collective and with other artists in the industry, and each new post or public appearance was interpreted through the lens of the leak. Within OTF, the audio created tension that had to be managed delicately. Members of the collective, accustomed to handling street-level challenges and industry pressures, now face the added burden of public scrutiny amplified by digital media. Loyalty and trust are cornerstones of the group's culture, and exposure of internal conversations threatened to undermine both. Observers and fans speculated about potential conflicts, questioning whether disagreements hinted at real fractures within the group or whether the audio merely captured routine discussions taken out of context. Each member's actions, whether online or in public appearances, were analyzed for signs of alignment, disagreement, or distancing from the controversy. The leak had effectively forced OTF to operate in a pressure cooker, balancing internal cohesion with external perception. Social media continued to fuel the fire. Reaction videos, analysis threads, and memes circulated relentlessly, ensuring that the controversy remained in the public eye. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram not only amplified the content, but also allowed for commentary, speculation, and reinterpretation, sometimes adding context and sometimes distorting the message. Fans debated the authenticity of the audio, questioned the intentions behind the leak, and analyzed every nuance of Durk's language. The speed and reach of digital platforms created an environment in which misinformation could spread just as quickly as verified facts, requiring Durk and his team to carefully manage responses and public communication to mitigate reputational damage. Industry observers weighed in on the broader significance of the leak. Many highlighted the challenges faced by artists in high-visibility positions, where private words can have far-reaching public consequences. The incident served as a cautionary tale about the delicate balance between authenticity and discretion, emphasizing that public figures must, while Durk and OTF navigated the fallout behind the scenes, balancing their personal and professional lives with the expectations of a watching world. For Lil Durk, managing the situation required careful strategy. Every public move was under scrutiny, from interviews to social media posts to appearances at events. Fans and critics alike were analyzing tone, word choice, and timing, attempting to read between the lines to uncover hidden messages or intentions. Durk had to maintain his credibility, protect the reputation of OTF, and prevent the leak from causing permanent damage to relationships and opportunities. The situation underscored the precarious nature of modern celebrity, where private words can quickly become public crises, and where perception often carries as much weight as reality. Inside OTF, the dynamics were tense but controlled. Members worked to ensure that internal cohesion remained intact, knowing that any public disagreement could exacerbate the situation. Trust, loyalty, and solidarity were key to navigating the controversy, and leadership within the group took proactive steps to maintain unity. Behind the scenes, discussions likely focused on assessing the impact of the leak, determining how to address potential rifts, and strategizing on maintaining the collective's image while addressing fan concerns. The audio had not only revealed content, but also tested the relationships and communication protocols that keep a high-profile group like OTF functioning smoothly under pressure. The media played a critical role in shaping the narrative. Outlets covering the story focused on analysis, speculation, and the cultural significance of the leak. Some commentators framed the audio as an eye-opening look into the realities of street life and the inner workings of a major rap collective, while others questioned the ethics of amplifying private conversations for public consumption. Social media, meanwhile, amplified every angle, with fan reactions ranging from outrage to defense to humor. Memes, threads, and reaction videos spread rapidly, creating a continuous feedback loop that kept the story alive and heightened the pressure on both Durk and OTF. The combination of traditional media and social platforms ensured that the leak's reach extended far beyond Chicago, impacting fans, peers, and industry observers worldwide. Fans' reactions reflected the complexity of the situation. Many were shocked by the revelations and questioned Durk's decisions and statements within the audio, while others defended him, citing loyalty, context, or misinterpretation. The polarized response highlighted how leaks in the digital age can ignite intense debate, creating both challenges and opportunities for public figures. Durk's ability to navigate fan perception, acknowledging concerns while maintaining his image, was essential to sustaining his credibility and minimizing long-term fallout. This phase of the story also reinforced the idea that public opinion in hip-hop is fluid and easily influenced by social media trends, insider commentary, and viral moments. Emotionally, the pressure on Lil Durk and OTF was immense. The leak not only created external challenges but also internal stress, requiring members to navigate sensitive conversations about trust, accountability, and strategy. Maintaining focus on music, business decisions, and public appearances while under scrutiny was undoubtedly taxing. The incident demonstrated the emotional and mental demands placed on modern artists, who must simultaneously manage personal relationships, professional responsibilities, and public perception. Behind the headlines and social media posts, there was an ongoing need for resilience, careful planning, and emotional intelligence to address both immediate challenges and long-term implications. Legally and professionally, the incident carried potential consequences. While the leak itself was outside Durk's control, how he and his team responded could impact partnerships, endorsements, and collaborations. Transparency, timely communication, and strategic engagement with fans and industry insiders were essential to mitigating potential damage. Furthermore, the incident sparked broader discussions about the ethics of leaking private content, the responsibilities of those within inner circles, and the legal and reputational risks associated with such exposure. Artists in high-profile collectives learned once again that privacy is fragile, and that even seemingly small moments can have ripple effects across careers and communities. Ultimately, the leaked OTF audio highlighted the complex intersection of loyalty, credibility, media influence, and digital culture. For Lil Durk, it was a test of strategy, resilience, and reputation management. For OTF, it was a reminder of the importance of unity, communication, and trust within the group. Fans, commentators, and industry professionals were left to interpret the revelations, often with incomplete information, further amplifying the intensity of the narrative. The incident demonstrated how modern hip-hop operates under a microscope, where private moments can become public spectacles, and where perception can dramatically shape both career and legacy. By the conclusion of this chapter, it was clear that the story of the leaked audio would have lasting effects. It reshaped conversations about